Hi there. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent Training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where we look at how to pronounce words in American English. I give you help for accent error patterns you might have on these words and similar words. And we point out free resources you can use here on Speech Modification Seattle on YouTube, as well as on speechmodification.com, my website. Today's request was from one of our YouTube viewers, and it was for help with the words feel and fuel. And I'm throwing in the word fill as well, because fill, feel, and fuel are all fairly similar, and I may have trouble with any or all of these words. So let's take a look at the differences between these words and give you some help for pronouncing them correctly. First of all of the words have the same beginning and ending, so they all begin with F and end with L. So the difference in these words is, of course, the vowel sounds. And let's just look at fill and feel to start. And what we'll notice here is that we have the vowel I, as in pink pig, and the vowel E, as in green tea. And that's the main contrast between these two words. And so this is a challenging combination. We've looked at this in words like live versus leave, and having this lax I vowel versus the tense E vowel is the main difference. I do have several videos about vowel I and vowel E and how you can make the difference. The main difference is that when I'm saying E, like feel, I have a tense tongue, it's high and in the front, and I might feel some tension in my face. So when I say E, feel, I can see I have a little bit more of a smile and more muscle engagement here, E, versus I, fill, my tongue is a little bit lower and it's a lax sound rather than a tense sound. And so my face may also be a little bit more relaxed. I don't have to make a difference with my face, feel and fill. I can say feel and fill with nothing with the face. But if I use that tension, I feel that tension in my face, it can help me feel and reduce the tension in my tongue between E and I. So when I'm looking at fill, what I want to think about is this is the same as the vowel we have in words like hill and pill, the man's name, Phil. And I would say pairing these two words, fill and feel, with another word with the same vowel can help me make the contrast. So it might be hard for me to feel and make the difference between fill and feel, but I can try, for example, it fills or fill it versus he feels or feel mean. Two words with the vowel E and two words with the vowel I can really work on matching that vowel. So if I say it fills, then I'm relaxed and lax on both of those vowels, versus he feels, I'm tense on both of those vowels. So that I would say that is a good way to work on those contrasts in these words, as well as in words like live and leave, etc. As I said, on my vowel playlist, I have several videos for contrasting words, for just working on the I sound and working on the E sound, and I hope you'll find that helpful. In addition, what I want to talk about for feel, is that because I have that tense E, and I'm going to my dark L at the end, so fill, I can use a dark or a light L on that word fairly easily. I'm not really doing much of a schwa before my L. When I talk about the dark L at the ends of words, it's a slightly different tongue shape than the L at the start of words, and I use this schwa sound, the sound, before I get to the L. So when I say feel, the back of my tongue stays down while the front of the tongue lifts for the L, and I have this little sound. So because I'm going from the E to the do you hear how there's a little bit of a Y sound in there? Because I'm gliding from vowel to vowel. I have vowels that are like E and I that go to another vowel. There's a bit of a y sound in between. So it may help you to say feel, to go slowly, and to think of it as having that Y sound, feel, feel. When I go quickly, feel, it's very short. I'm not lingering on those vowels. But if I'm noticing, again, if I'm just doing fill and feel, that's another way I can make the contrast between those two. Then when we get into fuel, I have the vowel oo, as in blue shoe in this word. And I do have a ya sound, and it's just like the word few. It's an F sound and the word you. So I want to make sure I have that gliding you, few. And then again, I have my yul, fuel. Yesterday's community page, we had a poll about what rhymed with fuel. And we had words like tool and school, which have the ool part, but not the ya. And so if I think about the word you'll, like you'll be there, you will, you'll have success if you think of fuel, start with you'll, and then add your F, fuel. Once I can say each of these words by themselves and in contrast, I want to use some short phrases to help me practice. So I feel like I should fill my car with fuel. How much did the fuel cost? I feel very full. I guess we could talk about the word full as well. Full has the vowel as in good book, and it rhymes with words like pull and bull. Let's see, a few more phrases to practice. Fuel prices have dropped lately. I feel like I'm explaining this all right. I want to fill your head with ideas and ways to practice on the words fill, feel, and fuel. Okay, good. Again, just like I had it fills or fill it, and he feels or feel green, I can also try to match you'll and fuel. You'll need to get some fuel. That might help me remember and make these words distinct from one another. So thank you for the suggestion. Many people have asked me about words like fill and fuel, and we've covered it a few times in our Friday question and answer classes, but it's good to have a video devoted just to those sounds and those words. And speaking of Friday question and answer classes, it is Friday today, so I'll be back in about 2 hours for our question and answer class. I hope you'll be able to join that live today at 12 o'clock Seattle time, 3 o'clock Eastern time. If you're watching this video on Facebook, the question and answer class is going to be live next as soon as this class finishes. And you can use the link that I've put in the description for this video. All you do is click on the link. It'll take you right to YouTube and you'll be able to join the class. And if you're new to my classes, the question and answer class, you can come, ask me questions about pronunciation, intonation, accent, whatever you're struggling with. Just write your questions in the comments and I'll be answering them live and helping you with those questions and problems. So I look forward to seeing everyone there. Thanks so much for all of the great suggestions for our Word of the Day series. If you have a question or suggestion, you can come to Friday class and ask, or you can leave it in the comments on this video, on my website, or on any of my videos on speech modification on Facebook as well. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound American, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, guys. See you in a couple hours for class.